My mother-in-law wore $8,000 wedding dress to my ceremony, not just white, an actual bridal gown with a train veil and bouquet she'd hidden in the church dressing room. I found out 30 minutes before walking down the aisle when my sister burst into my suite, phone in hand. You need to see what Janet's wearing. The photo made my blood freeze. My 52-year-old mother-in-law posed in the church lobby signing autographs for confused guests who thought she was the bride. My husband's aunt was literally taking photos with her. Mike didn't answer his phone. His best man said he was handling something important and couldn't be disturbed. I knew exactly what that meant. He was with Sophia, his ex who'd mysteriously appeared at our rehearsal dinner claiming she happened to be in town. My maid of honor grabbed my shoulders. What do you want to do? Get me Janet's son on the phone, the one she doesn't speak to. David answered on the first ring. She's doing something insane at your wedding. She's wearing a wedding dress. Silence then. I am 15 minutes away. I have something you need to see. 20 minutes before the ceremony, David arrived with a folder inside were photos from Janet's 5 previous marriages. In every single one, the bride parent, each son's wife parent, looked miserable. Janet glowed beside them in increasingly elaborate white outfits. She's done this 5 times, I whispered. 6 if you count today. She picks women she thinks are weak, then she destroys the marriages from within. And Mike knows. David's expression said everything. They all know. It's a game to them. I peeked out at the congregation. Janet was now sitting in my spot at the altar taking Gelly. Mike stood beside her laughing. Sophia was in the front row wearing the exact shade of blush pink as my bridesmaids. My phone buzzed a text from Mike. Mom's just excited. Don't make this about you. That's when I noticed our marriage certificate on the altar. Already signed. By Mike and someone else. David followed my gaze. Check the signature. It was Sophia's. My father had paid $75,000 for this wedding. 400 guests were waiting. My dress cost more than my car. I turned to my bridesmaids. Change of plans. 5 minutes later, I walked down that aisle in my $12,000 dress, past confused guests, straight to the microphone. Janet's face went from triumphant to confused as I smiled at her. Before we begin, I'd like to thank my mother-in-law for showing me exactly who this family is. I held up the marriage certificate. Also, congratulations to Mike and Sophia on their marriage. Yes, everyone, the certificate is already signed. By them. Gasps rippled through the church. Mike went white. Sophia tried to run, but my cousins blocked the exits. For those wondering, Janet is wearing a wedding dress because this is what she does. David connected his phone to the projector we'd prepared for our reception slides. 5 wedding photos appeared. 5 different grooms. Same mother-in-law in white, same miserable brides. But here's the best part, I continued, now looking directly at Mike. That friend up you insisted I sign, my lawyer found something interesting. The infidelity clause you added goes both ways. Mike's lawyer stood up from the third row. He'd been recording everything on his phone just as I'd asked him to. The house you put in your mother's name, half mine. The business your family funded, community property, and that trust fund you thought I didn't know about. Well, Janet ripped off her veil. You little, I am not done. I turned to the crowd. Everyone's still welcome at the reception. It's paid for, but it's now my divorce party. My dad stood up, slow clapping, then my sister, then David. Soon the entire bride's side was applauding while Mike's family sat frozen. But the real satisfaction came when Sophia spoke. Mike, you said she knew. You said this was all agreed. You said what? Janet turned on her son as they imploded. I walked back up that aisle, my train sweeping behind me. David caught up, offering his arm. That was beautiful, he said. I learned from the best. Your mother taught me exactly what not to become. The reception was legendary. My side of the family stayed. We danced, ate the $8,000 cake, and watched the video my cousins made of Mike trying to chase Sophia through the parking lot while Janet screamed at both of them. The divorce settlement came through last month. I got the house, half the business, and a story that goes viral every time I tell it. But now everyone knows why Mike married Sophia 2 weeks after our divorce. Janet wore a wedding dress to that ceremony too. They're already separated.